What if everything we've been taught about human history is missing its most crucial chapter? In this series, we've explored the ancient texts, not just as myths, but as possible historical accounts that challenge everything we think we know. Let's connect the dots. It begins with the Book of Enoch, a text excluded from the Bible, yet older than many of its canonical parts. It speaks of watchers, beings who descended from the sky and interacted with early humans. Who were they? Zecharia Sitchin called them the Anunnaki, extraterrestrials from Nibiru, a rogue planet that orbits our sun every 3,600 years. According to ancient Sumerian tablets, they came to Earth seeking gold, a substance essential for repairing their dying atmosphere. But they didn't want to mine it themselves. So according to the tablets, they created us. The tablets speak of Enki, a scientist god who genetically engineered a new species, Homo sapiens, by mixing Anunnaki DNA with that of Earth's primitive hominids. Not metaphor, not allegory, but biotech. Early genetic engineering, ancient CRISPR, the result, Adamu, and soon after, Tiamat, the first woman, not from a rib, but from the essence of life. Together, they became the origin of humanity. But not Anunnaki agreed with Enki's creation. His half-brother Enlil saw us as contaminated, dirty, disobedient, noisy, rebellious. When humans began to awaken and to question more knowledge, Enlil demanded a purge, the flood. This flood echoes across all cultures, Noah, Utnapishtim, Ziusudra, all warned by a god to preserve life, and still, not everything was erased. Before the flood, the Watchers had already broken the rules. They took human women, created hybrids, the Nephilim, giants, tyrants, beings of great strength and knowledge. And although the flood came, the book of Genesis hints, there were giants in those days, and also afterward. So the question is no longer, did they survive? But where on earth or inner earth did they go? The evidence points to Babylon, Egypt, Mesopotamia. The epic stories of Gilgamesh tells of a king who was two-thirds divine, likely a descendant of the Nephilim. So the blue blood ancient bloodlines were not symbolic. They were engineered, maintained, protected. Religions evolved. Secret societies emerged. And through them, the divine blue bloodlines persisted. The pharaohs called themselves gods. The Merovingians claimed to have descended from Jesus. Monarchs invoked divine right. Modern leader may simply wear new masks. But here's the deeper question. Was Enki creating workers, or was he planting seeds? A species that could evolve. Question, rebel. Are we a biological wildcard? That would explain the constant suppression of knowledge throughout history, burning of the Library of Alexandria, the Inquisition, censorship in every empire. Because if humanity ever truly remembered who they were, it would end all control systems. So where does that leave us? Now, today, in a world run by hidden hands, religions that speak of gods, but never reveal their origins. Elites obsessed with blue bloodlines, symbols, and secrecy, and a society pushed toward transhumanism, an eerie echo of our engineered past. But what if the real evolution isn't out there, but in here? What if activating our dormant DNA codes, the divine spark, which history and cultures talk about, is the final step in our evolution? Because maybe we're not just descendants of gods, but we are unfinished gods in the making. This series was just the beginning, and if this resonated with you, subscribe, because we're diving deeper into the lost history of Earth, the suppression of knowledge, and the awakening of a species. The giant trees, the giant temples, doors, and steps. We will search for more insights and answers, because the greatest conspiracy might be that you're more powerful than the current rulers want you to believe.